Hello you beautiful, beautiful people. It is winter in Forza Horizon 4 for Series 39, which means a brand new festival playlist and this week's FORZA-thon challenges at top of the class, which we will be completing today for 200 FORZA points and the much needed percentage towards the festival playlist. So if you lovely people are new around here, definitely consider subscribing. A like rating would be much appreciated. Let's go complete this week's FORZA-thon challenges. Now, this wouldn't be a weekly FORZA video from me if I didn't remind you about Lake Lodge. Do you own it? If not, why not? It will double all FORZA points for all FORZA activities. Daily FORZA challenges, weekly FORZA challenges, and FORZA lives every hour on the hour. Now, this house is quite expensive at 5 million credits, or it's free if you have the VIP pass. Now, for this week's FORZA challenges, top of the class, we're going to need to be using hypercars. There are plenty to choose from in this category. I, however, am going to be running the Forza Horizon 4 cover car, the 2018 Mclaren Senna. I'm pushing out 999 horsepower and using four-wheel drive. This car could be picked up in the auto show for 1 million credits. If you'd like to use my tune, just search my gamer tag Skippy at 4631 or use the file name Skippy YouTube. Share codes for all tunes are in the description and in the comments below. Now, once again this week, we're switching up. We're taking a look at the rewards, the FORZA shop, the Horizon backstage vote, and the Super 7 reward at the beginning of the video. And then we'll be jumping into the weekly FORZA challenges, getting those done at the end of the video. So make sure you stick around for those. So for 50% completion, we've got the Ford Mustang 93 or the Ford Box Body. And then for 80% completion, we've got the Hoonigan Fiesta. We've also got the Maserati Typo 61 up for grabs for completing the online trial Snow Showdown. We've got the Honda Civic 84 for completing the Winter Games. This car is also available from Horizon Backstage. We've got the Ski Hat for completing the Bugging Out Championship. We've got the AMC Rebel for completing the White Knuckle Ride. Then we've got the Renault Clio 2016 for completing the Renault Championship. But with all that being said, let's head on over to this week's FORZA shop and check out the goodies. It's not a terrible FORZA shop, but I am starting to wonder if we're ever going to see the pre-order cars in the FORZA shop. But this week we have the 2018 McLaren Speedtail, 599 FORZA points, first car up for grabs. Second car up for grabs, and I'm pretty sure we all own one of these by now, the 2008 Lamborghini Reventon FORZA Edition, 250 FORZA points. We've got the golden leather jacket and the sleepy emote up for grabs, 75 FORZA points for each of those. And if you're feeling lucky and got any spare FORZA points knocking around, grab yourself a normal wheel spin for 100 FORZA points. Or you can nab yourself a super duper wheel spin for 300 FORZA points. Like I say, it's not a terrible FORZA shop this week. Just double check the auction house before purchasing either of these cars. But with that being said, let's head on over to Horizon Backstage and check out this week's vote. Now, last week's Horizon Backstage vote saw the Volkswagen Notchback go up against the Porsche 356 SL, and with the Porsche 356 receiving most of the votes, it is now available for purchase in Horizon Backstage. This week's Horizon Backstage vote has two McLarens going head to head, the McLaren 600 LT up against the McLaren 720S Spider. Let me know in the comments which one you're voting for, and let's head on over to Horizon Super 7 and check out this week's reward. This week's Super 7 reward is pretty tasty, the Shelby 1000. To add it to your garage, just complete the 7 challenge cars within Horizon Super 7. Okay, so with all the rewards and the goodies out the way, let's crack on with this week's FORZA challenges. Top of the class, Chapter 1, Lush. Own and drive any hypercar. And once you have your chosen hypercar, hop outside your festival, house or castle, drive 2 seconds down the road, and Lush completed. With Chapter 1, Lush completed, it's on to Chapter 2, Ultra Exotic. Put on a show of force with your hypercar by earning 10 pass skills while racing it. Now for this chapter, we're going to need to do a race. I'm going to be jumping into the road racing series. We're going to head north to Edinburgh, and we're going to be using the Edinburgh Station Circuit, where I have created a cheeky blueprint called Pass Skills Chapter 2. It is 10 laps long, to give you a good amount of time to get those 10 pass skills. It's locked to hypercars. If you want to use this blueprint, search my gamer tag Skippy4631 or use the share code 125271114. Now, driver type difficulty for weekly FORZA challenges does not matter, and to make getting pass skills even easier, I'm going to go New Racer. Now, as we're on New Racer, we do start 4th on the grid. So I'm going to pull over to the left, everyone go past, and then latch onto the back of the pack. Work my way through them, earning the 10 pass skills we need to get this chapter complete. So with a little bit of speed and getting fairly close to the opponent, I want to overtake them, earning those pass skills. And there we go, Ultra Exotic completed. If, like me, you do manage to get the chapter complete within the first lap, you don't have to complete all 10 laps, you can go ahead and quit. Or if you want the credits and influence, go ahead and complete the 10 laps. So with Chapter 2, Ultra Exotic completed, it is on to Chapter 3, Pinnacle Performance. Prove the word supercar isn't enough to describe the performance of your hypercar by earning a total of 9 stars from speed zones with it. Now for this chapter, head on into your map and then filter by speed zones, making it a little bit easier to see and find. We're going to be heading just outside the Horizon Festival site and using Bridlewood with 130 miles an hour 3-star target. Here we go then, 9 stars in total from speed zones. The higher the entry speed to a speed zone, the better. And you don't need to get 3-star runs to get this chapter complete. You can do it with 2-star runs or 1-star runs. Just keep running it until you earn all 9 stars in total. Let's go Mclaren Senna, 145, just touching on 150, hard on the brakes. Down to 3rd, coast it round, 145.5 miles an hour, that's 3 stars, just 6 more stars to go. While I grab 3 more stars through the Bridlewood speed zone for this chapter, I want to give a massive shout out to all the channel members. Assumed, James, Peter, James, Justin, Victor, Hardy, Rod, BP Gaming, FH4 Player, Zeta, Pearl Jam, Peter, Dragon, Terry, Stephen, Kevin, Carlton, Easy and Owen. Thank you all so much for going that extra mile to support the channel. Coming up to the end of my 3rd and final run for this chapter, the final 3 stars that we need through the camera at 149 miles an hour. That is 3 stars. And Pinnacle Performance completed. So with Chapter 3, Pinnacle Performance completed, it's on to our 4th and final chapter this week, Automotive Elite. Bask in the glory of winning a road racing series event at Lakehurst Forest Sprint with your hypercar. Now for this chapter, head on into your map and then filter by the road racing series. Lakehurst Forest Sprint is located just to the right of Slate Quarry. If you don't have this unlocked, race purely in the road racing series, earn influence, level up the road racing series, and eventually you'll unlock the Lakehurst Forest Sprint. I have created a cheeky blueprint for this chapter called Easy FORZA Chapter 4 at just 0.3 miles in length, so it makes it super quick and super easy. Again, locked to hypercars. If you want to use this blueprint, search my game tag Skippy4631 or use the share code 603115473. Here we go then, Lakehurst Forest Sprint. Driver tires are going to take a cheeky right. We're heading straight on for that finish line. Cross the line, 1st place. And with Chapter 4, Automotive Elite completed the 4th and final chapter this week. That is this week's FORZA Challenges Top of the Class completed for those all-important 200 FORZA points and the much-needed 15% towards our winter season. If you've got any questions about the weekly FORZA Challenges, do hit me up in the comments. I'll do my best to help you out. But as always, thank you so much for watching. If you are new around here, definitely consider subscribing. We will be completing the rest of the festival players live here on the channel in the next couple of days. A like rating would be much appreciated. Stay safe and have an awesome day.